Breaking news po mga kababayan. Nako po, eto na. Marcoleta at Luistro nagpang-abot. Mag-aaway. Nagsagutan mga kababayan. Nagka-tension dito. Panoorin po natin paano sinulbak ni Marcoleta si Luistro. Nako, nakita ang mali si impeachment. Marcoleta, may pasabog. Nako po, yari na. Eto na po.
Proceed.
Two manifestations, ma'am. Number one is to present public records as to the background of the witness. Just
So-
information about the witness.
If that pertains to the credibility of resource person Ramil Madriaga, I will have to prevent you. With all due respect, Honorable Marcoleta.
Not really about the credibility, ma'am, but about the character of the witness.
The character and the
identity
credibility
of
are
the
one and the
witness.
same.
Yes, ma'am, if I may be allowed.
And therefore, you are not allowed because character is credibility.
Ma'am, if I may clarify, prior to this hearing, I saw reports that you said that the purpose of this hearing is to test the credibility of Mr. Madriaga, but now we are now denying.
At least
O, kita nyo mga kababayan, bawal pong i-examine o cross-examine itong si Madriaga. Bawal pag-usapan ang karakter. Nako mga kababayan ko, yari. Kawawa. Kawawang Luistro, parang hindi abogado. Sinupalpal ni Marcoleta. Tignan nyo mga kababayan, na ulitin po natin. Tila Marcoleta, hindi na po nakapagtimpi. Sasampalin talaga ng todo itong si Luistro. Kita nyo, hindi pwedeng i-cross-examine itong si Madriaga. Hindi pwedeng pag-usapan ng ugali, ang behavior o ang karakter. Nako, mga kababayan ko, ito po, tuloy natin.
Thank you, Madam.
you may proceed.
Two manifestations, ma'am. Number one is to present public records as to the background of the witness. Just
So-
information about the witness.
If that pertains to the credibility of resource person Ramil Madriaga, I will have to prevent you. With all due respect, Honorable Marcoleta.
Not really about the credibility, ma'am, but about the character of the witness.
The character and the
identity
credibility
of
are
the
one and the
witness.
same.
Yes, ma'am, if I may be allowed.
And therefore, you are not allowed because character is credibility.
Ma'am, if I may clarify, prior to this hearing, I saw reports that you said that the purpose of this hearing is to test the credibility of Mr. Madriaga, but now we are now denying
At least
The
with
objective of
respect
this
to the
hearing.
contents of the affidavit.
affidavit.
So long as it is contained in the affidavit, then we are confined in the limitations of a clarificatory hearing.
So ang manifestation, ma'am, should be confined only to the
We can test the
directive of the chair.
credibility so long as it
Okay,
is
ma'am.
limited to the contents
ma'am.
of the affidavit.
Then I will go to the second manifestation.
Okay.
This is also regarding the affidavit itself.
Okay, you may proceed.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. I have carefully reviewed the written testimony, and I am compelled as member of this House and as a representative of the Filipino people to formally place on the record observations that I believe this committee must confront before it receives, admits, or gives any weight to this document. The issues I will raise go not merely to credibility, but about the it is about the content of the affidavit itself. Number one, Madam Chair, I respectfully submit the following. Number one, the testimony is entirely uncorroborated and rests solely on the word of a detained criminal suspect.
You are touching on the credibility again.
Ma'am, but
And
this is
please,
about
It has
the
been amply discussed, Honorable Marcoleta, that even suspects are presumed innocent.
O, kita nyo mga kababayan, pag kay Madriaga pwede. Pero sa 18 Marines, kine-question. Bawal daw kasi may mga kaso ito. Pero kay Madriaga pwede. Di ba mga kababayan, nung 18 Marines, question nila. Pinaimbestigahan pa ng NBI. Pero ngayon mga kababayan, si Madriaga ay pwedeng-pwede. Basta pabor sa kanila. Nakita nyo po, ang gusto lang pakinggan dito ay kung ano ang naaayon sa mga miyembro. Kung ano ang may pakinabang. Hindi pwedeng pakinggan yung mga negatibo kay Madriaga. Yung kanyang credibility. Yung kanyang karakter, bawal pag-usapan. Basta pabor. Pabor sa amin. Pwede pero pag pabor kay Sara, hindi pwede. Bias kayo. Sabi ni Marcoleta dito. Anong gusto nyo? Pakinggan lang nyo yung papabor sa inyo, yung may pakinabang kayo, pero pag wala, hindi pwedeng pag-usapan? Hala ka, saan kayo nakakita ng mga ng korteng ganito, bawal pag-usapan? Yung witness, bawal tanungin? Hala ka, yari na ang nilutong ginisang baboy. Nako po.
Hindi pa po convicted si Ramil Madriaga, and he is entitled to that presumption. So let us refrain from making reference to the fact that he is detained in going against the contents of the affidavit.
Ano lang po ang pwede kong sabihin, ma'am?
Anything that is about,
Ang
that is
nangyayari kasi
contained
dito,
in the affidavit.
Madam
ang gusto lang pong mapakinggan dito kay kung ano lang naaayon sa mga miyembro dito. Paano po yung mga
You
posisyon
are-
naman na nasa kabila?
You're making mention about the fact that he is a detainee because of your intention to question his credibility. As you have said,
Ma'am,
you want to
if I may be
tackle
allowed
his
to finish the
character.
statement, it's
Yes.
just, the one I mentioned is just a title. I'm not even going to the body of my manifestation, ma'am. Ano, title pa lang po ang sinasabi ko. I'm being prevented
All right,
from
please
speaking.
proceed.
Thank you, Madam Chair. The
Halatado,
written
bistado
testimony
si
makes
Luistro.
sweeping and dramatic claims about
Mga kababayan, halatado, bistado si Luistro na hinaharang pagka kinocross-examine si Madriaga dito. Bawal pag-usapan ang credibility. Ano ko po, nako. Alam na this. O, tignan nyo ha.
A detainee because of your intention to question his credibility. As you have said,
Ma'am,
you want to
if I may be
tackle
allowed
his
to finish the
character.
statement, it's
Yes.
just, the one I mentioned is just a title. I'm not even going to the body of my manifestation, ma'am. Ano, title pa lang po ang sinasabi ko. I'm being prevented
All right,
from
please
speaking.
proceed.
Thank you, Madam Chair. The written testimony makes sweeping and dramatic claims about alleged high-level private conversations between former President Rodrigo Duterte and others, including a purported agreement to use President Marcos merely as a political tool and unseat him by 2025, alleged plans to sabotage the administration of a sitting president, discussions about assassination by poisoning or other means, plans for a military coup and the siege of Malacanang Palace, and the witnesses' own alleged role in recruiting criminal syndicates, underworld gangs, and Mindanao mercenaries for a destabilization scheme. Madam Chairman, I ask this committee to carefully consider the following. Not a single one of these claims is supported by any document, any recording, any other named witness, or any contemporaneous written record of any kind. We are being asked to accept as evidence in a constitutional impeachment proceeding the bare and uncorroborated written recollections of a man
Parliamentary inquiry,
currently
Madam Chair.
detained for
There's a
kidnapping.
parliamentary inquiry,
for
Honorable
ransom.
Marcoreta, if I may
Parliamentary
interrupt.
inquiry, Madam Chair.
Yes, what's the
Madam
parliamentary
Chair, may I
inquiry?
know if none member of this committee is allowed to make an observation?
A manifestation, ma'am, is tantamount to an
Honorable
observation.
Marcoleta, please allow the chair to answer. Non-members are allowed to manifest, but they cannot raise question, they cannot vote.
Thank you, ma'am. If I may continue po.
You may continue.
Halatado. Halatado, bistado ang kangaroo
We are
court.
being asked to accept as evidence in a constitutional impeachment proceeding the bare and uncorroborated written recollections of a man currently detained for kidnap for ransom, a man whom the PNP anti-kidnapping group officially described as the leader of one of the most dangerous criminal syndicates in recent Philippine history. The standard of evidence in an ordinary criminal case already demands corroboration of testimony from interested or compromised witnesses. The standard in an impeachment proceeding, which carries the gravest of political and constitutional consequences, must demand no less and arguably demands far more. Number two, Madam Chair, the witness places himself as an active participant in the very conspiracy he described. Madam Chairman, I wish to draw the committee's attention to a point that I believe has not been sufficiently examined. This witness is not a passive observer of the events he describes. By his own written account, he is an active and willing participant in them. According to this written testimony, if I may read, Madam Chair, the witness claims he was personally consulted by the former President, Duterte, and offered strategic advice. He personally recommended the creation of a dedicated security unit for the Vice President and identified its headquarters. He claims he was given specific assignments to recruit civil groups, school clubs, fraternities, underworld criminal gangs, and syndicates as part of an alleged plan to destabilize the government. He describes having knowledge of and apparent proximity to discussions about assassinations, coups, and the assault of the presidential palace. Madam Chair, if we take this testimony at face value, then the man sitting before this committee is not merely a witness. He is, by his own admission, a co-conspirator in a criminal enterprise of the highest order. He is a man who claims to have knowingly participated in plots that, if true, would constitute rebellion, sedition, and conspiracy to commit murder among the gravest crimes under Philippine law. This raises a question that this committee cannot in good conscience ignore. Why is this self-confessed co-conspirator being presented here as a credible witness rather than being investigated and prosecuted for the crimes he himself admits to participating in? And more importantly, has this witness been offered any form of immunity, protection, or accommodation in exchange for this testimony? If so, this committee and the Filipino people have an absolute right to know.
Ramil Madriaga stated earlier that his giving testimony to this committee is not in consideration of any offer coming from anyone.
I make a manifestation, Madam Chair.
The Honorable Chua.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Madam Chair, we are not accepting everything that Ramil Madriaga stated a while ago as gospel truth. We are here to make clarificatory question with respect to the affidavit that he executed. Now,
Ayan, mga kabayan, si Joel Chua, isa rin sa mga, naku po, ito yung mga binabakbakan ni Mayor Isko Yung corruption sa barangay hall, tapos siya yung magiging korte dyan sa Kongreso. Sila Luistro, nasaksakan ng corruption. Sila Benny Abante. Sila Terry Ridon, ang tawag dito, sinibak dahil sa korupsyon. Karamihin sa mga congressman, corrupt. Naku, mga kababayan ko, saan ka nakakakita ng credibility ng mga ito, mga kababayan? Ang kanilang ginigipit ay walang kasalanan. Tapos magtatanim pa sila ng witness dyan. Kita nyo naman, walang mga tawag dito, walang tinatawag na ebidensya, puro sabi-sabi lang. Nakita nyo naman, walang mga resibo, walang mga video, puro hearsay lang. Kaya sinasabi, walang sapat na ebidensya ito, kaya ibabasura ng Korte Suprema ito Walang makitang dahilan para hindi ibasura ng Korte Suprema ito, mga kababayan. Puro sabi-sabi. Nako po, yari na.
that is for purposes of determination of probable cause. Now, the time will come, that is, pag papunta po tayo sa Senado, pag nagtuloy-tuloy na po sa trial, that is the time where we will test the credibility of the statement of the witness, which is Ramil Madriaga. There, during the hearing, pwede po siyang i-cross-examine ng mga abogado. At hindi po tayo ang magsasabi dito kung yung salita po niya ay totoo o hindi. Ang magsasabi po niyan ay yung mga senator judges na tatayong hukom sa Senado. Kaya ang trabaho lamang dito natin ay tingnan lang kung may probable cause. Kasi kung ang itetest na po natin yung credibility, that is already trial, Madam Chair. Kaya nga po kanina, lahat po ng mga miyembro, kung mapapansin po ninyo, halos nakatikim po ng objection sa ating Madam Chair dahil yung mga tanong po nila ay wala na sa affidavit at yun po ang tinatawag na probing question na.
Ayan, mga kababayan, pinagtatalunan itong credibility ni Madriaga. Halatado, bistado, na bawal tanungin ang kanyang karakter at credibility. Halaka. Ano sabi ng mga komento? Guard, palabasin nyo na to. So as long as it within the affidavit, ha. Kasi yun ang nasa script. Script nila mahirap maligaw, baka mahalata. Sabi ni Propips, bakit nag-hearing pa kayo dyan? Mga og-og, mga ogag. Naku po. Maria, Rowena, Taino. Grabe panggigipit ng mga buhaya sa hearing. Naku po. Simpleng nila lang. Unless you don't understand what you read. Ayan na. Nagtanong na kasi sila dapat ang Senadong magtatanong instead itanong ang pagkatao ng witness. Ayan na mga kababayan ko. Galing-galingan kasi ang Kongreso. Wala namang alam sa pag-hearing. Di ba dapat sa Senado ito? Ba't kayo nag-hearing-hearing dyan? Bawal pala itanong ang credibility ni Madriaga. Halaka. Yari na, bistado na.
Kaya, Madam Chair, hindi po totoo na lahat po yun ay tinatanggap na po natin. Hindi po porke pinagbigyan natin si Ramil Madriaga na magsalita, ibig sabihin po yun na ang katotohanan. Malalaman po natin ang katotohanan pagdating po sa Senado. Maraming salamat po.
Madam Chair.
Madam Chair.
Honorable De Lima, and then we go back to Honorable Marcoleta.
Gusto ko lang pong dagdagan yung sinabi ni Representative Chua.
Ayan na.
Ang parang pinakapunto po ni Representative Marcoleta,
O, kita nyo mga kababayan, pinagtutulong-tulungan nila si Marcoleta. Kasi nga hindi pabor sa kanila yung mga birada ni Marcoleta. Yung credibility at karakter ni Madriaga, ayaw nilang mabulatlat. Kasi nga baka mamaya madulas si Madriaga, ilaglag sila. Halaka, yari dito. Yan ang mga sinasabi ng mga komento dito. Mga kababayan, nagbabasa lang po tayo.
is that kapag co-conspirator ka o kaya insider ka, may mga alam ka dahil kasama ka sa mga gumawa ng kung mga ano-ano, ay hindi ka nakapanipaniwala. May I again cite a jurisprudential rule, Napoles versus Sandigan Bayan, GR number 224162, November 7, 2017, the Supreme Court ruled that the mere fact that the whistleblowers were conspirators themselves does not automatically render their testimonies incredible and unreliable. Kasi alam niyo po yung mga insiders, sila yung may mga alam. We can recall also, we can point out also the cases of, in the case against the former president before the ICC, sila Edgar Matobato, sila Arthur Lascania. These are co-conspirators, these are insiders.
Di ba si Matobato mga kababayan ay bumaliktad? Na sinabi na tinakot lang siya. Kaya yun, bumaliktad, kumampi na ulit kay Tatay Digong. Dahil na guilty ito at na konsensya. Halaka, yari ng nagkasing-kasing dito.
But their testimonies are considered by the prosecutors, and that's why they are the star witnesses among the star witnesses in that case.
Ayan, mga kababayan ko. For transparency, for a better democracy. Ito na naman po ang ating pasabog. Anong masasabi nyo? Bakit bawal tanungin? Bawal i-cross-examine itong si Madriaga? At bakit hinaharang ng Kongreso nila De Lima, Luistro, sila Joel Chua? Bawal kalkalin ang pagkatao ni Madriaga. Bakit? Nag-hearing-hearing pa kayo dyan. Kung bawal palang ilahad ang tunay na pagkatao ni Madriaga. Isip-isip mga kababayan. Halatado, bistado ang panlolokong ito na gusto lang nilang ipolitika si Sara Duterte. Yan po ang sinasabi ng katwiran. Kaya ibabasura na naman ang Korte Suprema ito mga kababayan ko Walang sapat na ebidensya, walang mga resibo na nagpapakita na si Sara ay nagkasala. Salamat po ng marami for transparency for a better democracy. Mabuhay po.